students from MSU MSAT, and we would like to ask you some questions regarding to your teaching as an English teacher. Um, can you tell me, ma'am, your name, and can you tell us a brief background in your teaching as a language teacher?
Okay, good morning. So I am Ma'am Rachel De Moral Arpay. I have been teaching for 19 years now, almost 20 this November. And in my first year of teaching, I was already assigned in grade 6 and I'm handling English, Science, and ESP. So until now, I'm still a grade 6 teacher and still handling language, English.
Okay, so next, what makes you motivated in teaching young learners, ma'am?
Teaching has always been my passion. My mom was also a retired teacher in MSU MSAT, and since then, since I was in elementary, I have always wanted to teach young children. And it has been my passion, although there are times that I feel burned out because not only because of the attitude of the pupils and because English is not really our first language. So it's very challenging for us teachers to help those learners become motivated in learning the language. But since I really want them to learn, and it has been my major also in college, so it was not really very hard, but the challenge is how to instill in the young learners that motivation to learn English, especially the boys, because they are not really acquainted to it. They love figures, numbers, but not the language. So it was really quite challenging, but I can say that up to now I still love teaching English. Yes. That was my motivation. That was my motivation because it's my passion. It's my craft. Yes.
Next question, ma'am. What is the most challenging situation you have encountered as a language teacher and how you dealt with it?
There are many challenges. Challenges? You're asking of challenges, ma'am, now? Okay. First, the performance of the pupils. How they will learn what you teach, how they will learn English is a challenge because in my first 2 years, 3 years, it was a struggle. It was a struggle on how I will impart my lessons, especially the English subject, to these learners who cannot even read fluently and speak fluently, because when you teach English you are expected to teach to speak the language, no. So in my part it's not quite hard, but for the pupils that was really hard for them, because as I mentioned a while ago, it was not their first language. So that was then. The first one is how to make the children speak the language. And the second one is how to make them write using the English language, how to let them construct simple sentences which are grammatically correct. Those are the challenges, and how they will be able to understand what you impart to them. That was really, yes, a challenge.
How you dealt with those such challenging situations?
Okay, there are many actually strategies that you are going to apply. So when it comes to strategies, the teaching strategy that I would apply, there are actually many, but I could say for the speaking ability, what I did to my children is to let them read flashcards every morning before I start my class. So I am going to we have a word drill so that they're speaking their tongue twister also to exercise their tongues, and also they are going to converse with their classmates in English. They have journal notebooks, and then they are going to write their some learnings of the day for them to improve their writing skill. And then for their spelling ability, we have spelling tests every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I also give praises to them. I even told them not to be scared. Just write sentences. Just practice writing sentences. Do not be scared. Do not be shy if you made grammatically incorrect sentences, because that is part of learning. So I just ask them to write and check. And after checking, you're going to ask the child, "Oh, come here. This is your mistake. Ha? You are going to improve this one." That's it.
For the last question, how do you motivate your students to learn English language and literature?
Okay. Motivate. That was my answer. Sige. I motivate them through positive reinforcement. I gave them positive feedback, especially if they were able to give a correct answer. Even if it is not really grammatical correct, if I ask them to write meaningful sentences, and of course they cannot really, not all of them can make meaningful sentences, still I encourage them to make another one, to improve their work. And those who can write it already, I told them to enhance their writing by reading more and writing more and studying more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
We can say that teaching is not easy, nor we may earn a huge salary. But from the interview we had, we came into realization that a teacher will teach no matter what and no matter how long it may be, if there is a passion, dedication, and when a teacher is committed to teach as profession. There is no one way in teaching learners. From the observation, we realized that the use of multiple teaching strategies and varied instruction materials are good, but if there is no proper classroom management, those will be useless. In this observation, we witnessed the excellent utilization of these three.